Hello everyone. This is a pick a card reading for January. So we're going to see what is coming through, what messages, information and clarity I can give to you for the month of January. What is coming your way, what's going to happen to you, come to you, everything. So I've got here 4 beautiful piles for you to choose from. Now some of you may be drawn to more than one, and that is totally fine. Timestamps will be in the description box below, so you can check that out, and the description box is just below the title of the video, depending on if you're watching this on mobile or on a computer. So we have group number 1 with the key, group 2 with this absolutely stunning bird, we have, which I believe is a swallow if I'm not mistaken, group 3 with the timer, and group 4 with the shoe. So whichever one you're most drawn to, or if you're drawn to more than one, totally fine for you to check out more than one. Take your pick, and I just wanted to mention a few things. If you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, those are also down below as well. They are done within 12 to 24 hours with me. Last thing I wanted to mention is that intention items, which thousands of people have seen results with, are also down below as well. They are meditated with, sage. They are items such as bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which you can put under your pillow, your wallet or your purse, crystals, candles, sage as well. Everything is on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com. Review section is at the bottom of the website as well, so you can check out, how people have seen results with these items, and there's international shipping. Alright, so we start first of all with group 1. Okay, I'm just going to put the other groups to the side. Ooh, it matches my ring. The things that I get excited about. Alright. Alright, group number 1. Let's have a look and see what is coming through for you, as my pencil is about to roll off the table. So we have the key. So you've chosen the key here. Let's see what January is bringing you, group 1. Let's put the key right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into tarot, of which I just need to grab my tarot cards. And we're going to look into charms as well. So I'm really excited because I love doing charm readings. And I know so many of you love the charms as well. So I've just got the cards, the tarot cards ready to go as well. Let's begin. So first we have Observer. And we've got here, yes. Just say yes. Wow. So there's going to be some decisions that you need to make throughout the course of January, which I'm picking up on. And there are certain things that you may be unsure about. For example, if someone's asking you out, or if there's an opportunity that comes your way and you feel really kind of, like, oh my gosh, I've got so many things to do, you may be very tempted to say no. And obviously, trust your gut and your intuition. You don't have to say yes to everything, but there's specifically an opportunity coming your way with the key where you've wanted this for a long time. It's something that you have absolutely prayed for. You have prayed for this so hard in the past that when it comes your way in January, you may feel like you're quite busy and that you kind of don't really want to say yes, but I assure you it is a beautiful opportunity. And the Observer card here also goes to show as well that you're observing over so many different things. So you may be very busy, you may have a lot of responsibilities, you may have a lot of tasks, a lot of things going on. You're going to be super busy, but there's an energy here of yes, just say yes. And in the back of your mind in January, you'll know exactly what this is. You know exactly what this is. Okay, so just pop that right there. Let's have a look with tarot to see what else we pick up on. Yeah, Queen of Swords. This is a month where you feel strong. You have boundaries. You're not letting people play you around. You are standing up for yourself. You are absolutely not in a position of wanting to be, let's say, a doormat where people walk all over you. You've had enough of that. It's not where you want to be. It doesn't give you happiness, doesn't give you satisfaction, neither does it give you fulfillment. So here you are, putting yourself first, taking care of yourself, doing the absolute most you can for you. You are going towards opportunities that you know are best for you. You are doing the things that give you that happiness and fulfillment and joy. There you go, the World card. Literally, it's so beautiful. This World card is absolutely incredible because the World card really represents joy, fulfillment, happiness, a real sense of like stability and security and balance, which is another obviously like key component to so much. Key component, key, no pun intended. But it just gives you a ton of happiness. And I think that it's really exciting to see because the World card is about satisfaction. Now some of you may be purchasing a new home, because the World card is about structure and routine, and again to do with sort of the protection around you, which can also be a home, even if it's a rented space or you're living with someone or somewhere. This is about, also there can be a new opportunity in regards to moving, purchasing a home, or like a move that can happen, especially with a key. This can also be a keys in the sense of new responsibilities. Some of you might be buying a new car. Basically, I'm seeing keys, and the keys here represent responsibilities. Okay, so that's what I see here, and more stability. You're being pretty picky though, picky with opportunities, because you're observing over opportunities. You're not just jumping straight into one thing and then another thing. You're really taking the time to make sure that these things serve you, satisfy you, are right for you. You're not just like, oh yeah, I'll take a bit of that and a bit of that. You're really trying to do the most that you can for you. Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Wow, incredible. Look at that. Opportunities are coming your way that give you emotional fulfillment, joy, happiness, satisfaction, a real sense of fulfillment. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune here as well, so there's money that's also coming through. Again, it's to do with responsibilities as well. Some of you may be getting a promotion. You may be really again getting offered an opportunity again that you've prayed for in the past. And I see here as well that there can be commitment in terms of love as well. So we've got the King and the Queen of Swords, which again, counterparts right there. The key energy can represent commitment and someone really expressing their feelings and emotions towards you, especially in this part of the new year. We see the 1 and the 2, so the Ace and the 2 of Wands here, which also goes to show distance being bridged. So if you're at a distance from someone romantically, that energy is getting bridged and it's coming closer. You may be moving in with somebody during this time, like I mentioned, but the Ace of Cups is also about emotions being expressed to you so that you know exactly where you stand. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, wow. Like commitment is your word. That's your word for January. How stunning. 7 of Pentacles. Yep, Knight of Swords, you're being pursued here by someone, but also opportunities are coming your way. There's two things well, actually three things happening. First of all, you have opportunities with different areas of your life. Second of all, someone here is pursuing you in regards to love and is very much so wanting to progress things with you, move things along with you. And then the third thing here is money. There are opportunities with money and financial growth that is happening as well. Some of you may be taking a trip, something that's initiated here, planned here. Some of you may have planned this in advance. We also have the 2 of Pentacles, which is again financial stability and balance emotionally as well. You feel pretty good. This is a month where the ball is in your court. It's in your court because you get to make the decisions. It's not in somebody else's hands where you think to yourself, oh, wonder what they're going to like do and say. And a lot of this is in your own hands. Even, you know, healing and doing what's best for you in your life and living a good life. A lot of that is also in your hands from what I see. Now, it may not always feel like it's in your hands, but I really do believe that a lot of it is in your hands. And so a lot of things are going to get better. Wow. 3 aces and the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Love what I'm seeing here. I really, really do. This is absolutely stunning. So again, opportunities, responsibilities, commitment, offerings in terms of somebody coming towards you. You've got the Ace and the 2 of Pentacles. You've got the Ace and the 2 of Wands, right? So you've got that progress aspect here. You've got balance and harmony. Again, balance and harmony, some kind of trip, financial stability, someone opening up their feelings towards you, lots and lots of responsibilities, but also commitments in the sense of things coming together and you feeling extremely satisfied emotionally, mentally, and physically. So those are the 3 aces that sort of combine those aspects, which again is really, really powerful as well. Now, there was something about directions that sort of came through. I had a chart as to, you know, north, south, east and west. The aces represent the 4 aspects. Now I had it written down somewhere because I didn't manage to memorize it 100%. Let me see if I can find it here. I mean, I should be able to, but it's one of those things that's a little bit more complex. I'm not going to be able to do that, but I did have it written down. One second. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of it. Yes. Okay, sorry, I get really excited. This is something I'd actually written down in 2019, but I still had the piece of paper and I was like, where did I put it? Because I just thought, you know what, let's find it. Right, so directions that are most auspicious for you are these 3 ace directions. So we've got here the Ace of Cups is west, okay. Ace of Wands is south. And the Ace of Pentacles is north. So the only one you haven't got is the Ace of Swords, which is east. So there's something about avoiding something in the east. Now some of you may feel like, but Moonlight, I live in the east. Well, I do too. I live on the east coast of the country that I'm in, right? But this is not about that. This can show that there are opportunities in other areas to just be mindful of as well. And it could also be to do with directions. If you're buying a home or you're driving in a certain direction, there's something about kind of putting more emphasis in these directions. So basically putting more emphasis on these other directions. And some of you might even consider that. So there's something about directions. And this will make more sense in January as well. So I don't want to confuse anyone and tell you that, oh, you must avoid the east. That's not what I'm saying, right? Because some of you literally live in the east, some of you don't, but there's something about the east. Some of you may also be traveling in these particular directions and kind of avoiding more of the east, I would say. There's something about the east, okay? So I thought I'd just mention that. Okay, it was an important message, so I think it was worth, you know, finding and looking for it. Charm reading. Okay, so we do have the key here. Actually, do you know what? Let's leave the key there. Alright, so first we're going to start with letters. Now this could be initials, it could spell out words that resonate with you. There's so many. Okay, we've got an A, J, R, T, so we've got art. Okay, so you can also feel very creative in this particular month, very, very creative. I mean, look, I'm seeing another word that I don't really like, but I'm just gonna put it there, okay? We do have like here the word wart, but it's one of those things, okay? We also have here 8 and also R. We also have war as well, which is interesting. Some of you may have felt like you kind of were at war with yourself or feeling really, you know, very overwhelmed. We also have jar, J-A-R. We also have another W as well, WWE. I don't know why I just saw that. And some of you are going to resonate with these in different ways. We also have wet as well. So you may find that the weather is a lot more wet than usual and things like that. We got a real nice combination actually of words that came through with this. So let's go to the charms. Okay, so we've got the yellow hearts right there. So that goes to show there's a mix here of like money and love, specifically in January, which I think is lovely. We've also got a Z as well, which is another letter. We've also got as well this sort of parentheses. I don't know what else you would kind of call that. It's like a bracket. We call parentheses brackets here. I mean, I studied in America and I also studied in the UK. So, you know, it's one of those things where I know that in the US, you go by like Fahrenheit. Here we go by Celsius. So I kind of just have both of those, to be honest, memorized in my mind. Yeah, it's one of those things. So yeah, anyways, that's just what we have there. It's like an open bracket or open parentheses. We have here a dolphin as well. Now dolphin it really represents sort of this freedom aspect here as well, and being able to really feel good and feel free and feel excited and motivated. But it's also to do with like intimacy as well, which I'm picking up on quite strong in the cards. We also have the Anchor. Now some of you might be spending time by an ocean, or you might be spending time by open water, things like that. So we also have the Anchor as well, but this is also interesting because the anchor is kind of tied up, which to me also does kind of sense the sense of you being able to fly and be free and float rather than sinking. You can't really make this up, okay? We've got another key, which again is about responsibilities and opportunities opening themselves for you and towards you. We've got a ring here as well. I also decided to put on my favourite rings in this reading as well. Sometimes I put on rings, sometimes I don't, but it's interesting. So yeah, some of you may have commitment coming your way in terms of love, proposals, or talking about these aspects with somebody close to you. We also have a horse as well, so we have a pursuing energy. Of course, we have the Knight of it looks so similar, doesn't it? The way that the knight has the things on its face as well, so similar. Wait a second, look at that, they look so similar. Even their eyes look so similar. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So yeah, that definitely goes to show here that progress, which I'm seeing. So this is the bag charm. Well, the charms for the letters. No, the letters, they're just, it's the bag for the letters, there we go. So yeah, we see that pursuing energy there. Got a peg as well. Now this is blue, so your throat chakra is going to be really powerful, lots of communication with people around you as well. We see so much blue on your entire spread, look at that, right? So blue is to do with your throat chakra. Now this is to do with your thyroid, oh my god, I can't even speak. Thyroid, throat, your mouth, your teeth, your jaw, your neck, your ears, your sinuses, arms, like upper arms, lungs, shoulders. So those are areas also that you may find are a little overworked, I would say, okay? Overworked. So yes, this is what we have for you for January. So of course, if this resonated with you, do not forget to like this video. It really helps out the video, but also it lets me know how much it resonates with you. So definitely like this video, or if you claim it, you can like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below if you can. Sometimes these days YouTube's being a bit annoying with the comment section, so it's one of those things where if you can comment, definitely leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you can, and also check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items which are on my website. And take care everyone. I also have TikTok and Instagram. If anyone wants to follow me on there, feel free to do so, as I post short readings on there every single day. Alright, so let's go to the next group. Okay. Oh my gosh, stuck in my head. Alright, we go to group number 2. Okay. Okay, group number 2. This is your reading with me for January. Let's see what's coming through, what's happening for you, what's going to happen to you, things like that for January. So let's take a look. We have here this absolutely stunning bird, which I believe is a swallow. Put it right, well, I'll put it here in a second, in the right place. But we have your main messages, and then I'm going to do a tarot spread. We're going to look into charms and letters. So I'm very excited to see what's coming through. Do stay tuned as well. And of course, you know, as we're going through the reading, of course, if it resonates with you or if you claim it, do not forget to like the video as well as we go along. All right, so we have here, first message is answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Oh, wow. So there's going to be a big epiphany in January where you're starting to realize your soul's purpose, and your soul is saying, What is it that makes you feel good? What is it that gives you that abundance and happiness and joy and fulfillment? Because that is what I see for you, is that you're going to feel so much more abundant and strong and more fulfilled and excited within yourself. That's really what I see here, is that there is an answer here, and there is going to be a big kind of like message that comes to you, either from someone offering you something or the universe showing you through a dream that, like, look, this is the answer you've been searching for. So are you going to answer this call, whether it's in a spiritual context or physically? That, you know, there can be a call that comes your way, and there's going to be so much more progress that comes your way as well, and so much more movement in terms of that as well. So there's a lot of progress, there's a lot of movement, there is a lot of things progressing, and I really just feel in so many ways that things are going to come together. Like, that's really what I see. So it's really positive, it's very beautiful, and it just goes to show that there's a lot of really great movement. Wow, loyal heart, amazing. That's so beautiful. Oops. Okay, now romantically, there may be someone here that is going to call you, and you may have to decide whether you want to entertain it or not, whether you want to be with them or not, whether you want to give them a chance or not. Okay, so that's something that you're going to have to consider when you get to it in January, because the swallow here is representing this beautiful energy of freedom and fulfillment. But also there's a sense here of your desires. You know, how do you want to be treated? What is it that you want to do? All of these things you're going to have to consider in January, because it's also to do with your soul's purpose and your soul's desire. Some of you are thinking, am I in the right job? Am I, you know, studying the right thing? Am I doing the right thing in my life? So a lot of this here is that the universe in January is going to give you signs, synchronicities. People can literally come to you and ask you about what you're doing, and then you have to explain it, and then you're thinking, do I really like what I'm doing? And so it's pushing you to realize what your true purpose, what you want your purpose to be. So some of you may be then searching for new opportunities, looking out into the world and realizing, actually, do you know what, maybe I don't want to do what I'm doing anymore. So there's a real sense of searching, but also opportunities that can be provided to you via the universe or via other people. It's going to vary from person to person here, and you're going to be asking yourself that question. And of course, you know, I see in regards to love as well that you have a very loyal heart, and I feel that a lot of the times people have taken you for granted. Those people that have taken you for granted can feel a lot of regret in January, because you've also got two things happening: Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde. When you have both of those in combination, people can reach out to you. People who have done you wrong, treated you badly, not been so nice or kind or caring towards you, can really come towards you and want to do a lot more towards you. I don't know what that sound was. That was really bizarre. Okay. It wasn't the charger or anything, because charger isn't here. Oh my god, that was really scary. Okay. And well, it wasn't scary, but it's bizarre, you know, when you don't know what where a noise comes from. Okay, so that's what I see here, right? You have this loyal heart, and you're going to think to yourself, do I really want to give this person an opportunity, or give this person an opportunity again? Also, you have here, again, birds. I believe they're owls. I'm looking at this upside down. Let me see on the screen. Yeah, they look like owls. So again, you know, wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. You have so much kindness and care in your heart. We've got the birds here as well. A lot of you will be seeing birds. Now, I know that birds are so, like, it's so vague, right? Because I could say, like, oh, you're going to see lots of birds. And you'd be like, well, Moonlight, there are lots of birds that fly around everywhere in the world. Yeah, it's true. But I feel like you'll find a lot of significance in the birds that you do see. So keep that in mind, because yeah, it's vague even for me, you know, because I have a parrot, so I'll see a bird a lot and I'll be like, oh, that's a sign. But it's in the kind of birds that you do see, where you may find that there's a bird that just really looks at you and connects with you, or there's a bird that just you just feel like, wow, you know, just that perseverance that they have, and there's something about you feeling actually more connected to the birds. Speaking of which, you've also got the wings here as well, the angel wings. So you may be seeing a lot of feathers in January, again connecting you to the fact that your spirit guides and your angels are absolutely there for you. They are helping you, they are protecting you. Judgment is about making a decision. Some of you are going to make a decision whether you want to stay in a connection or go, whether you want to wait or whether you want to move on, because you're fed up and you just realise that, wow, I'm so loyal, I'm so kind, I'm so caring, I work so hard. A lot of you are going to think, Do I really deserve to be treated like this in my workplace? I'm just going to say one thing. You're going to ask yourself a lot of questions in January, and opportunities will be presented, okay? All you need to know is that opportunities will be presented, because we have here answer the call, okay? Which means that this is not just a month about thinking a million things and asking yourself a million things. Opportunities will be presented, right here. Love-wise, career-wise, it's there, absolutely. And people are going to have nostalgia towards you as well in regards to things from the past. Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, absolutely. Look at that. See, a lot of contemplating, rest, thinking. Make sure you do get enough rest as well. Some of you will find answers through meditation. Ten of Cups here shows romantically as well. Someone here really wants to connect with you, move things along with you, progress things along with you. This really is that Ten of Cups of things coming together. Two of Pentacles, there's a lot more harmony in January in regards to money and stability. Knight of Swords is having communication with someone. I know that, again, that sounds really vague, but this is romantically from what I'm seeing. And also just really having this perseverance and this motivation, like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going towards my opportunities. I'm not going to wait for A, B, and C. I'm going to continue to live my life because my life is a blessing. January is a month where you're not holding back. And I see this actually very often with many people, is when you go into a new year, there's this sort of sometimes pressure for people to feel like, oh, it's a new start. You know, I really need to get off, I need to get off on the year as a, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm saying. Hold on. I need to just get off on the right foot, right? That's what I'm trying to say. And you feel pressure, like if January isn't well, then it sets the whole scene of 20, you know, the whole year. But that's not what it is, right? It's okay. It's essentially, a year is a continuation of another one. Don't feel like you need that pressure, but it's a good thing, because actually for many of you, you just are like, you know what, this is a new year, it's a new me, I'm going to continue to move forward, I've got this, I don't want this year to be the same kind of pain and frustration and questioning myself. You want to move forward, and I think that that's beautiful. Seven of Pentacles is a lot of reflection. Okay, so sevens represent reflection. You're thinking about finances, you're thinking about the things that you want to improve and change. I also see financial growth, though, to be fair, in terms of things being pretty balanced, especially more than in the past. So compared to last year, things are a lot better here in January. Slowly but surely, okay, there's improvement. Page of Cups. This is about you finding a new hobby, something that just makes you feel really, really excited. You might discover a new TV show, a new hobby, a new sport that you enjoy doing, or a new way of working out, or a new recipe that you just are like, wow, I love this. So you may find, okay, in January that you do a lot of it. So for example, you know, when people discover a new TV show they just binge watch the whole thing. and sometimes when people find a new way of, like, for example, exercising that they love, they'll just do so much of it all at one go, to the point where then they'll kind of ache and they'll be like, oh, I overdid it a bit. Very similar kind of vibe. Okay, there's something that you're really going to enjoy, but you may find that you overdo it. For example, if you find a new recipe you like, you might eat it so often, so frequently, to the point where you're like, oh my goodness, I did that a bit too much. If there's a new song you like, you might play it to the point where you just like get so fed up of it. It's one of those things. So I'd say, you know, everything in moderation, but really there's excitement around that. And, you know, at the end of the day, you can do what you want. But yeah, you can get a little bit tired of it. It's a little bit like, right, the Page of Cups is very playful, so has this fish in the cup, but you can absolutely guarantee that at some point the page is going to be fed up of this toy, and they'll kind of move on to, you know, something else. So it's one of those things that I see there. Seven of Wands, we have got, well, actually, I just want to put in a disclaimer that a fish is not a toy. Just, you know, you just have to mention that sometimes, because people might literally take me seriously. I want you to absolutely know that, of course, a fish is not a toy. But what I'm saying here is that this Page of Cups finds so much enjoyment in just this. But you can absolutely guarantee that Page of Cups is not the most, you know, like, is someone who's not going to, like, hold on to this like lifelong. You know, it's something that is like fun and exciting and in the moment, because, you know, the water's in the background, and eventually, you know, the page will probably let the fish go into the water and kind of move on, you know, with their own life. So it's one of those things where that's kind of what I see, is that you'll kind of have this sort of little mini obsession about something for, you know, for January, and then yeah, you might get a little bit fed up of it. But yeah, just thought I'd mention that. The Seven of Wands is getting through obstacles and challenges. Another 7 as well, you're really questioning your path. But actually, do you know what? It brings you so much more stability, because then you realize A, how you want to be treated, B, how kind you are and caring you are, and C, what you actually want for the future so that you can build up towards it. Okay. Charms and letters. So the letters can be initials that connect with you for January. They can also be made into words. And yeah, you may see certain words that really connect with you. Okay, we didn't get so many there, but that's okay. We got an R, got a double P, we got an I, we have a G, we have pig. I forgot when the year of the pig was. Oh, I have that written down as well, but I don't have it with me, and it's really hard sometimes. I can't remember the exact years, but yeah, it could be that you're around someone who's like born in the year of the pig. Pig has some kind of importance, so I just thought I'd mention that. We also have rig as well. That's not obviously good, is it? Rig. But we also have go, and you are doing exactly that, which we saw here. PPI, which is interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's go to the charms. Got like this open bracket right here as well. So there's something that's incomplete that you very much so feel. We got a B as well. Bop. B-O-P. Also bog, which again isn't the greatest of words, let's be honest, but it is there. I thought I'd just let you know. Yep, see, I mentioned here something in regards to like recipes. We also have this baking tray, so I thought I'd just mention that. Some of you might be really into like cakes and things that you bake, for example. And then we've got here an L as well. Okay, we've got an L. All right. I'm not really seeing words coming to me at this very point in time, but we've got here a flower, which means you're blooming, you're growing. You might also get gifted flowers from what I'm seeing, because we literally have the flower right there too in the cup. So you might be gifted a flower. Something about a flower. There's something about flower. Okay, hold that thought. There's something about flower. Get to the end of January, and if you have time, come back and let me know what it was about the flower. I feel like nobody will do that, but if one person does it, it will make sense. Obviously it's going to be different for everyone, but it would be awesome if you did. I always look at the comment section. So we've got here the amethyst crystal. Now this is interesting because this is to do with healing, right? A lot of you are healing throughout the course of January. You're finding yourself, you're finding your path, you're finding out the direction that you want to go in, the things that make you feel good, the things that don't. And we've also got the heart eyes here as well. You see, people have heart eyes towards you. People are seeing the good in you. People are seeing you as so kind, so caring, so genuine, so loving, so attractive. You may literally find that you have people that are crushing on you a lot throughout the course of January, which I think is very, very exciting as well. And they come to you, right? So that's what I see. The ball is in your court with judgment to make your own decisions based upon this. And you're asking yourself, do I really want this? Do I want to go in this direction? Do I want to do this? So that's what we see there. So I really hope that this helped you and just gave you a ton of clarity, information, knowledge. I really hope it helped you in your path as well. This is what we have. If this resonated with you, or if you claim it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on my website as well. And definitely do take care, everyone. I also have TikTok and Instagram if you're interested. All the links are in the description box below for your convenience. Bye everyone. Alright, so we go to the next group. This is really beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay. Da 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 da. How exciting. That was really nice. Oh, the flower fell out. Okay, there we go. I will survive. Hey, hey. First I was afraid, I was petrified. Hi group 3, this is your reading with me for January. So we're going to see what is coming through, what is happening for you, what messages I can give to you, and let's take a look. So just before I started this group reading, there was a song that got absolutely stuck in my head, and it is I Will Survive. First I was afraid, I was petrified. Okay, so yeah, it just got stuck in my head. And you know what's really interesting here? What was that lyric? What was that lyric? How you did me wrong, but I grew strong. Something like that. I probably may have said the lyrics wrong, but I'm telling you, we have here the card mending. You can't make this up. So there's going to be a mending of a relationship here for you in January. This could be between a lover, between a friend, between family, between co-workers or a boss. There is a mending here, which is very much so needed. And we do have this timer as well, which I think is fascinating. So let's see where we are going with this energy. We also have here as well birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. How incredible is that? So I just feel here that there is, many of you are starting new ventures, you're starting new things, you might be starting a new business, you're starting a new course, you might be starting a new module, especially if you're studying, you might be starting a new module or have you're switching projects, so there's a new project. That's what I see here. Interestingly enough as well, that really does make sense, especially if you're in the UK, because for those of you that are studying as well, it's very well known that around January, there can be you switching a whole new course and things like that. It's very common. But it depends, worldwide, everything is very different. But yeah, I feel like this new year, new month brings you excitement, it brings you creativity, it brings you excitement, it brings you fulfillment, it brings you joy. And with that comes this renewal in terms of you emotionally feeling strong, feeling fulfilled, feeling motivated, and people can pick up on that energy. And I feel here that again there is a sense here of wanting to patch up and stitch up difficulties, in the past that you may have had with somebody, which I think is lovely. Yeah, things are getting mended here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull tarot cards. Also going to do a charms and letter reading as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And as we go along, if any way you find that the reading really resonates with you, or if you claim it at any point, of course, click the thumbs up button as well to show me that you like it, that the messages make sense to you. I would love to know. So yeah, definitely do like the video, of course, if it resonates and makes sense, or if you claim it as we go through it. So far. So we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone's going to come to you here with quite a heavy heart and emotionally feeling very open towards you, feeling very connected to you, feeling like you've done absolutely nothing wrong. I want to come towards you. I have something to say. I want to progress towards you. I don't want to be away from you. There's that kind of energy that I pick up on here where they just don't want to be away from you. They feel that you're kind, you're caring, you're genuine. See, Ten of Pentacles here as well is really about certain relationships that perhaps got soured or were extremely difficult being patched up, being much more harmonious, and a real sense here of you wanting multiple areas and aspects of your life to come together. You're focusing on yourself and making these new visions and making these dreams that you have come to fruition. You're working hard. For example, if you're studying or if you're in a work environment, you are working hard to make things come together for your future. And that's what I see with the Ten of Pentacles, is you're working actively towards your goals, you're working actively towards the things that you want to progress towards, that you want to make happen, that you would like to basically have come together. And so here you are doing absolutely everything that you can do for yourself. And I think that it's absolutely 100% paying off. No doubt about it. Justice is your good karma coming your way. So there's a very positive aspect here of the scales being balanced. You're feeling super strong, super motivated. Certain contracts and things like that can be renewed, for example, or if you want to, of course, break them and things like that, that can also happen. So there's a real sense here of also, for example, you might get a new opportunity in regards to work, and so of course then you're signing some documents and things like that. There's a lot of documents that I see being signed here. For multiple areas of your life, so keep that in mind. I would say, because you have got a Mercury retrograde happening in January, okay, Mercury is to do with information, ideas, communication, and making decisions. When you've got a Mercury retrograde, please just breathe things through a little bit more than usual. We call that in the UK proofreading. So I know I mentioned proofreading once and people were like, what the heck does that mean? So proofreading is when you just look over things, you know, once, twice, 3 times. You just read through it again and again. That's what I would really suggest, because during a Mercury retrograde, especially if you're signing contracts or you are negotiating things, or, you know, there's things in writing that you need to look over, just look it over an extra time or an extra 2 times, or perhaps get somebody else's perspective on it. Very, very important to do so, especially in January, because you've got a Mercury retrograde. This is a time where people can miss out certain pieces of information. This is a time where, you know, that can also cause delays, which can frustrate you. This is very important, okay? So I thought I'd just mention that. Yeah, Knight of Swords, because you might even be in a rush to like get through certain things, and you might then realize that actually you've made a mistake, or someone else has made a mistake, and then that just delays things even further. So I just say that if you are in a rush, just try and read things extra, double check letters, spelling, addresses, numbers. You get my idea. If you're sending someone your email address, just make sure that it looks correct, because there may be some mistakes here in that sense. It's a very Mercury retrograde thing. 2 of Wands is some kind of travel. Yep, King of Swords. Again, this here really connects very well to just kind of looking over things again. By the way, Justice is ruled by Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. Now, Venus is also going retrograde in this month, so this is really about certain relationships and connections being mended, being preserved, from what I'm picking up on. And the King of Swords here is about you having true power, because as you're concentrating on the things that you really want to make happen, and you're going towards these beautiful opportunities, and you're putting yourself first and absolutely strong and motivated within yourself, your throat chakra is very powerful, which means that you're speaking your truth, you're going towards opportunities that feel good to you, you're stepping up is what I would see here. Yeah, your throat chakra can be working overtime. So areas of your, let's say your thyroid, your throat, your teeth, your sinuses, your ears, nose, eyes and ears and mouth and nose. That should be called the throat chakra song. Shoulders as well. Head, shoulders, knees. Okay, yeah, so those areas specifically can be working overtime, so you might feel that there's strain in those particular areas. So it's just something to keep in mind. Obviously, if it gets worse, make sure you see a medical professional. It has to go without saying. But yeah, some of you might also be getting like your teeth cleaned or getting them checked out. You might be getting like your ears cleaned. You might be getting your eyes tested. Things like that I really pick up on here. So something to keep in mind. You just have more clear vision, basically, as well. Some of you might find that your eyesight is, for example, getting better, or that, if you get your eyes tested, then, your prescription just allows you to basically see a lot better than what you had before. So that's what I see. Extra emphasis on the eyes here. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Keep in mind those areas of the body, all right? Yeah. Head, shoulders, okay. All right, so we've got here the strength card. Yep, you're feeling strong within yourself, standing up for yourself, having a lot of strength and courage. You've got strong Leo energy as well as a strong Libra energy. We mentioned Mercury retrograde. Just make sure you double check things. If you've made plans as well, I would say make sure you check the roads, or you check, especially if you're like traveling, for example, just make sure you check before you travel. It's that kind of a vibe. I know here in the UK it's very common to do that, actually, especially if you're taking a train or you're taking a plane, or even if you're going by road. We have like updates that come on our radio which tells us where there's traffic, where there's not, if there's an accident somewhere, things like that. So it's just about that can save you time. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what it's like in other countries, whether you guys have that, but I know we do. So if you're in the UK, I definitely recommend checking before you're traveling, because yeah, you may find that there could be some delays, and then you think to yourself, I should have checked before, before I left, and things like that. Empress, ruled by Venus. Venus retrograde. Okay, so again, mending of relationships. I see a mother figure here, so I just wanted to mention that. I know not everybody has a mother, but it's going to be a beautiful sort of healing energy as well. in regards to relationships, and perhaps some of you want to do it for the sake of your mother, or you want to do it with a mother. But there's something about, you know, wanting to do that. And also I see here romantically there can be a relationship that is also mended and is just taking on a life of its own, especially with this energy of like birthing a new age. As you become stronger, your relationships also become stronger. 10 of Cups here, that's literally what I mentioned. To be honest, very similar message. It goes hand in hand of relationships becoming stronger. You've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and this shows that really there is someone here that wants to take things to the next level with you, but they could be taking a bit of time. So it may not be super quick. And then you've got the Page of Swords as well, which is about adventure and fun. You wanting to travel, go places, do fun things. Just check before you travel and things like that. Okay, Mercury retrograde, it's one of those things. Okay, so apart from that though, it's a beautiful, beautiful month where you have opportunities coming your way, you're feeling stronger, you're feeling motivated. People are coming to you to mend relationships and to prove that they are trustworthy. So, yeah, a lot comes into your hands here. So we start first of all with letters for the charm reading. This can be initials. Can also be as well names. Sorry, words. Well, it could be names, but also like words, for example, that could relate to January. So we've got an L, T, E, U, R, B, N, W, J, and an I. I mean, I see two things. I see an energy here of light, although this is not really how you spell light, but I see some people spell it like this sometimes on social media. I'm just saying. I guess there's like a different way, you know, of doing so, different places. We also have here as well bun, and we also have run. Okay, so if someone has been like running away from you, there's also that I'm seeing. Now, some of you will see other letters that, for example, words that I probably am not picking up on, but yeah, I just thought I would show you what I'm seeing. And so for some of you, this can be initials as well. Okay, so let's now go to charms. See, you're being seen for the good person that you are. If people were running away from you or treating you like you didn't exist, there's really a sense here of them realizing just how good of a person you are. And also, the star here represents opportunities. Things are coming together for you. Things are progressing for you. Things are moving forward for you. They are not out of the blue, like disappearing. They are there. These opportunities are there. They're there for your taking. It's going to come together. I very much so see it. We also see the chef's apron as well. Some of you are really going to get into like cooking or making your own meals, or you may be dealing with someone, for example, who is cooking. You may even go to like a restaurant, and you know, there's a energy here of a person in a sort of like a chef's apron. So there's just, that's what I'm seeing here. Some of you may go to a restaurant from what I'm seeing. We have this very cheeky energy as well. So yeah, you feel pretty good. Again, tongue. Okay, so just wanted to mention that. Remember, your throat chakra is going to be doing overtime. So your tongue, for example, is something to also keep in mind. Some of you might find that you like bite your tongue and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just eating too fast, I need to slow down. Or you might accidentally just bite it and you might think to yourself, oh my god, I just need to like just be a bit more aware. We also have a palm tree here as well. So some of you might be going to a place where there's palm tree, or just a lot of like trees in general, because even with the Empress energy, I see a lot of trees and a lot of nature, and so that's what we have there. So yeah, it's interesting because I feel like you've got time on your side. I don't believe that time's running out for you. You may think that time is running out for you, but actually you've got quite a bit of time here. It's interesting because this is the kind of timer that runs out, but it seems to me like things are slow and steady and opportunities are actually coming your way. It's other people that feel like time is running out to make things work with you, and so they're the ones actually rushing towards you. Therefore, that's what I see here, is this resolving energy of people coming towards you. They feel like their time is running out, but you are just in your own world, in your own bubble, doing what is best for you. So this is your reading group 3. Of course, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items which are on my website. And do take care. And yeah, I also have TikTok and Instagram if anyone wants to follow me in there. Everything's in the description box below, including the official links to my accounts. And I'll see you all very soon. Alright, so let's take these away and then we'll go to the last group. Last but never least. Let's be very honest about that. Never ever least. Okay. Hi, group 4, this is your reading with me for January. We're going to see what is coming through, what messages, info, clarity I have for you. And you have picked this beautiful shoe, which is engraved. How stunning is that? Alright, so here are your main messages. What I'm also going to do is we're going to look into tarot and also do a charm and letter reading. So stay tuned for that. Your first message here is happy, happy. Wow, this is a really prosperous month for you. Like there's no doubt about it. You're going to feel rejuvenated, happy, like you're walking in the right direction, that the shoe fits, which I think is very exciting. And I just feel here as well that, I mean, some of you may also buy new shoes, but what I'm mainly seeing is that you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable walking in your own shoes. And if you were trying to like fit into someone else's shoes, for example, they finally fit, you feel good, you feel happy. You just feel very motivated and you just feel free. That's what I see here. There's a real sense of like personal victory as well. So it's a really prosperous month here. And then you've got here, don't dim to fit in. Yeah, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So look, I'm honestly saying here that you're not going to dim your shine in any way, shape or form, because it literally says don't dim to fit in. So if you're trying to get someone's attention by basically, you know, trying to act interested in the things that they're interested in, but you're not actually interested in that, I would say to you that actually, do you know what makes you more interesting is if you are just yourself and you don't have to pretend to fit in. You really don't have to, because actually that makes you who you are, but also the other person can pick up on your energy and actually find it more intriguing that you perhaps don't like those things, or that you have other things that you like. And so, do you know what? The biggest message I can tell you here is you do not need to dim yourself in order to try and get someone's attention. You don't need to pretend to be anybody else. Be yourself. It serves you incredibly well in January. It makes you more desirable and more attractive to others. Even if you feel like, oh my gosh, but I don't think they're going to like me if I if I don't do these certain things. Trust me, they will. That's the most important thing. Okay. Got the Page of Swords, there's some kind of adventure here. We've also got the Empress, so that's Venus energies. Now, Venus is retrograding actually in January until the 29th. So what's really interesting here is that, yeah, don't feel like you need to be somebody else in order to get somebody else's attention, especially if you're dating someone or in regards to your family. In fact, that's what actually, it does the reverse. The more you are yourself, the more people really are like super, super attracted to you. And the Page of Swords also goes to show as well, because look, I'm going to say one thing. Sometimes, okay, when you just agree along with what someone's saying, they may not even like some of those things, right, that they are saying, and then you agree with them. It does the complete opposite sometimes, where you're just agreeing with them, but maybe they actually like it more when someone actually doesn't agree with them and challenges them. So I think that's another really important thing to keep in mind, is don't always just agree. And I know that some of you don't, but it's just so important for January, because you've also got a Mercury retrograde in January. Now, when you've got Mercury retrograde, it's about information, communication, ideas, decisions. So things can be taken the wrong way around, right? You might think to yourself, oh, I'm just agreeing with these people because I want to be accepted, and if I agree with them, it means our visions and values align. But actually it could be the complete opposite, right? You could be then more misunderstood, and then you kind of dig yourself into a rabbit hole where you then have to like take yourself out of it, and it's just a whole mess. So if you are just you to begin with, helps you tremendously. It helps you towards your goals, your ambitions, helps you with your personal growth, your self-love. It just brings you more, basically. And I think that the more comfortable you are in your own shoes, the more opportunities come your way as well in January. So Page of Swords shows some kind of adventure, some kind of like traveling that you might do, or a place you might go to, which just makes you feel so much more connected. And you'll feel so much more happier about the kind of hobbies that you love, because you might think to yourself, well, a lot of people don't like the kinds of things that I do, so I have to pretend to fit in. But actually, what's really interesting is that you loving what you do strengthens you. And then your confidence rises spiritually, and then people start to pick up on it, and they actually like you for you more. And I think that's it, right? Chariot, yep, some kind of travel that I see can happen here. Could be very spontaneous, very last minute. I would just say, because there is a Mercury retrograde, check before you travel. There are certain plans that could get delayed. I'm just letting you know. Three of Cups is a social energy, so yeah, there's this sort of fitting in kind of energy that I see. But Three of Cups, be yourself. It's going to work tremendously in your favor, and I still see that social energy. Seven of Wands, yeah, some of you may be struggling with like self-confidence and things like that, but actually, the more you are doing the things that you love, the better you feel, and you're definitely getting through, you know, any difficulties that you're facing in this regard. By the way, I do believe that romantically, there is someone here that has attraction towards you. That's what I will say, because that's what I also have with the Four of Wands. But with the Moon, right, there's this energy of like trying to figure them out and thinking, oh, actually, if I can get their attention with this, then it will all be great. If I get their attention with this, it's all going to be great. But sometimes giving space and time can actually do wonders, and actually that can make things even better. So definitely recommend that, and let them also come to you as well. Give them as much as they give you, because I do see some balance in terms of communication and harmony in those aspects too. And yeah, see, even with the Hermit as well, some of you might be spending more time by yourself and be wondering about things and pondering, but actually you might even be overthinking things. But I feel that it's going to help you tremendously in so many ways when you're just putting yourself first, you're taking care of yourself, you are doing what you can for you. I see here some meditation practices as well. Some of you are going to be practicing meditation. But even with the Four of Wands, I see a lot of abundance. I see here beautiful relationships with like family, because you've got Venus energies. And I also feel here, of course, Justice is ruled by Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. There is that energy there. And I feel like someone is very attracted towards you, but they might be a bit sort of quiet in January. And so don't feel like you need to like fit in, or that you have to dim your own standards or dim yourself to appear bigger in their mind, because then you're dimming yourself. Like a diamond never ever reduces its shine, okay? There's a difference between a diamond and a pebble. A pebble just is the way that it is, but a diamond has this incredible shine. You know, and I think that that's very, very important here. You don't want to do that. You really don't. So I recommend, obviously, doing that. So yeah, that just makes it a lot better for you. Be you, do you, and you'll find that you just have more people being like, wow, you're so amazing, you're so kind, so caring, so respectful. Like, I love the fact that you just stand up for yourself, you do the things that you want to do. You'll just find that you get so much more respect, and actually you'll get more attention for it as well, in a good way, okay? Attention in a good way, where you feel respected. I'm not saying that you're an attention seeker, but you know, sometimes when you want to fit in and you feel lonely, and oh, you know, it's one of those things, right? And I'm not blaming you at all, but I'm just saying that actually you being you makes you even more desirable. That's the thing. And look, if there are people around you that don't respect you for who you are, they're clearly not the right people. Take that as a sign in itself. You'll find like genuine people when you are so aligned to yourself. That's when you'll find people who are absolutely clicking with you. Look at that. I just lifted this up and it's a card that I wanted to grab. So that's really it. You'll find more like-minded people. You know, a lot of people say and come to me, you know, how am I going to find my soul tribe? I'm trying so hard. Sometimes it's not about trying so hard. It's the trying so hard that can actually let you down sometimes. So, but just by being yourself, you'll find the right people, and it's effortless. It really is. Of course, relationships take maintenance and things like that, but it comes effortlessly. You don't have to, you know, because the relationships that you try so hard to maintain, they will always be so hard to maintain. But the friendships and the connections that are effortless will always be so beautifully, you know, you'll be able to maintain those in that way. H, G. So I'm doing the charm and letters. So The letters can be initials or it can make up words for January that you may find resonate with you. H, G, Q, U. Got here hug. Yeah, so I definitely feel like you'll be getting some hugs from people around you. Got two queens. I was going to say two queens. Well, look, maybe an energy around that. Two Qs and a Z and a Y. Let's go to the charms. Oh, one of my little emojis has probably lost the grin. It has literally lost the grin. Oh, here it is. Hold on, let me just stick this on here. I found it. My charm box is huge, and the fact that I could actually find this emoji is like hilarious. I'll show you actually. It is this big. There's so many in there, and I managed to find where that little sticker had come off. Okay, so we've got here the moustache. So I'm just saying that you might come across someone who you know, has this moustache, who is very, very interesting. There's something about someone with a moustache, okay, in January, just saying. We've got the heart as well, so it shows that you are going to be admired. I very much so feel. You've got a tricycle as well, so this is about balance. Some of you sometimes may feel like, am I just a third wheel? It's one of those things. Some of you might be in a third party situation where you just feel like you have to constantly try and you kind of feel like you have to constantly compete. But that's the thing, is that the more you don't compete, the more actually the other person's like, oh, there's something interesting. So keep that in mind. And for some of you, there's a group of 3 of you, and you find that that's the social vibe and the social energy, because we have also 3 people here. So that's interesting, especially with like friendships and things like that. We have the @ sign, so definitely feel like emails are going to be sent. Perhaps a very important email comes your way as well. Then we have this: a sister is someone to dream, cry, sing, laugh with. So there's an energy about a sister. Now, some of you may not have a sister, but it could be to do with a really close sort of female friend. Oh, there's some charms that have fallen out here, actually. Don't know if you can see that, but we have a dolphin. Dolphin is about freedom and fun and excitement and play. And we've also got here the 2 rackets. It's like tennis rackets, or maybe badminton. Looks like tennis rackets. So some of you may feel like you have to constantly play this game to be noticed, but that's not true. Oh, we've got, again, okay, 2 very important emails coming your way. So we've got 2 @ signs. We've also got heart eyes. So there is someone here that has heart eyes towards you, finds you very attractive, and we've got the letter M as well. All right, and that is what we have. So yeah, there's a nice energy of like communication that's perhaps going back and forth as well, especially with the tennis rackets. So you don't need to play the game, you just need to be yourself. That's what I would say. Be yourself, that's it. So that's what we have. So I really hope that this gave you lots of clarity. Of course, if this resonated with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on my website as well. And definitely take care, everyone. I also have TikTok and Instagram. If anyone wants to follow me on that, feel free to do so, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.